These are the two equations that we're going to use over and over again. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and then point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So we will now apply those two formulas in these upcoming problems. So now we will graph using those two there. This is slope-intercept form. 2/3 is the slope. The y-intercept is 1. So it's really easy to graph here. We always start at the y-intercept. There's my y-intercept right there. And now the slope is 2/3. So we're going to rise 2 and run 3. 2 is a positive number. We're going to go up 2. Since 3 is a positive run, we're going to go to the right 3. There's my next point. Continued on to try to find where the next point would go. Notice that I'm going off of the graph. It would be somewhere over here, rise 2, run 3. I could also go in the opposite direction to continue the graph of the line in the other direction. I would go down 2 and left 3. And so just drawing in the line, that's what it looks like. The two arrows that show that it goes on forever. Now for b, when I compare this to my original formula, I need to notice that my slope is -2, the same spot as m value. Now my x value to be a -3, because if I plug in a -3 for x1, subtracting a negative number, which anytime you subtract a negative, it becomes one giant plus sign. So that's why that becomes x plus 3, because it's actually a -3. And then my y value is just going to be a +3, because my formula has a subtraction sign already in it, and so that'll be -3, 3 as my original point, and now my slope is -2. I'm going to turn that into a fraction, and remember that it is rise over run. So I'm going to rise -2, which means down 2, run 1. Rise -2, run 1, rise -2, run 1. There's the graph of my line.